What's happening YouTube? I'm back again with another video, and this time probably you won't be seeing me using GoPro ka POV much, but it's me who will be in front of the camera this time properly. And we have Bodhan also who's shooting the video. So the reason, overall agenda of this video is to share my ownership experience with this bike. And this has been my dream bike, and I always want to have something with a parallel twin, but I thought, okay, let's just start it with the Interceptor 650. I had my eye on since the day it was released, 650, but I never really got a chance to go ahead and drive this bike until it was 2020. And then I was like, okay, can I go ahead and take it and or not? So I was in the dilemma. But 2022 March 3rd was my delivery of this bike. So I think it's been more than a year, and I have clocked close more than 10,500 kilometers. Oh yes, it's 10,529 kilometers. So I thought let's just share this experience as well, because maybe the people who really want to buy this bike, they also want to know the long-term review of this bike, कि कितना देती है, कितना खर्च होता है इसको maintain करने के लिए, वगैरह वगैरह. So I'll be covering the same in this vlog as well. Okay? Should I say it vlog or should I say it review? जो भी है. But yeah. So for the starters, I used to have the stock exhaust, but I'm sure by the look of it you are able to understand कि ये stock नहीं है. This is the Red Rooster's exhaust. I use it without the DB killer. Not that I rev it 24/7 whenever I go on the road, but we use it responsibly. Always use it responsibly. So this was the first change I got it done for this bike. And I'm still supposed to change the air filter also, and then I want to get Powertronic, the ECU, piggyback ECU. But most of the times they always say that you have to, have the air filters replaced, and it is true. The reason behind it is the flow of the air that is required for a free-flowing exhaust is much higher, and it is, even if you have a stock exhaust, it is better that you get your air filters replaced, not the stock ones, because they are the paper air filters. The air filter component is made up of paper, so it's better that you get them replaced with the K&N or the BNC. Again, it's personal preference, but for the bike's life, it is very helpful. Okay, so that is one. And coming to the first question, ये bike कितना देती है? पहले मुझे until first servicing, it was giving me somewhere around 20 to 21 inside the city, and 23 to 24 during when I take it on the highway. But surprisingly, what I started doing was, once I replaced this exhaust, instead of getting the regular petrol, I started getting the power petrol, जो आपको HP में मिलता है and Indian Oil में भी मिलता है. आपको वो मिल जाएगा, कहाँ भी जाओ आपको पावर पेट्रोल भी मिल जाएगा inside the city. I'm not sure about the highways, but yeah, that is the case. So once I started doing that, मुझे almost 25 inside the city ही मिल रहा है. And I always maintain my speeds right. By what do I mean by maintaining my speeds right? Is I maintain a continuity. So अगर मैं 80 पे, if I decide कि I'm gonna cruise at 80 kilometers per hour, so I always I maintain my speed at 80 kilometers per hour. I'm not gonna do that boom 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 thing and go ahead. As much as I'd like to do that, but I don't do that. And also अगर 100 पे जा रहा हूँ तो 100 पे ही maintain करो. But 80 to 100 के बीच में, if you are maintaining, that's a sweet spot that you can cruise on this bike. And because of that, I'm getting close to 25, more than 25 kilometers per liter. There are scenarios that I even got more than 25, like 26, 27, but वो बस एक आध बार ही हुआ है. And उसके बारे में मतलब वो मैं इतना ज़्यादा कैलकुलेशन नहीं किया, एग्जैक्ट कैलकुलेशन मैंने नहीं किया है, so I'm not going to comment on that. But 25 for sure I'm getting on this bike. दूसरी बात, मेंटेनेंस क्या है, मेंटेनेंस कितना लेती है. first servicing के लिए I shelled out close to 3,000 rupees for the first servicing, where he'll ask you to change the oil, and the interval for the first servicing is 1,000 kilometers. ठीक है? 1,000, no, not thousands, 500. And yeah, तो उसमें around 3,000 rupees हुआ है. Second servicing, they won't change the oil at all, but they just go through the regular, check of the bike and the engine, ki what's happening and all, and adjustment of the brake levers or the chain adjustment. तो उसके लिए hardly around 500 to 600 हुआ है. Third servicing के लिए it costed me close to 7,500 rupees or change. Okay, what did the change in that third servicing is, उसमें change हुआ है brake pads, सामने और पीछे के brake pads, and of course the oil filters जो आते हैं, oil filter का change हुआ है, air filter का भी replacement हुआ है, and also the regular engine oil replacement as well has been happened on this bike. But what I suggest is, until your 4 services, the 4 free services that you get, make sure to get them serviced in the Royal Enfield showroom only, because the moment you skip the authorized service center ka servicing, whatever the engine warranty that you have will be voided on this bike. Okay, this is very important. And second, I always had the issue with, when I'm like this, when I'm standing like this in the traffic, और अगर मैं आगे पीछे करना है ना, ये जो फुटरेस्ट है ये बीच में आते हैं, ठीक है, बट इसका आदत पड़ जाएगा आपको. दिस इट्स नॉट अ बिग डील एट ऑल, ठीक है. सो अगर मैं सामने अगर ऐसा करता हूँ तो ये यहाँ टच करता है, एंड इन केस इफ आई एम डूइंग लाइक दिस, ये यहाँ टच करता है. द वन मेजर एक्सपेंस दैट यू वुड इनकर इज विद द टायर्स. रीज़न, ये सॉफ्ट कंपाउंड टायर्स होते हैं, ठीक है, ये और ये, these are all soft compound tires. Because my bike has already clocked above 10.5k, you are able to see how worn out these tires are. And मैं पीछे का अभी बताता हूँ. पीछे के टायर्स you can देखें, this is how it is. So this is how they get worn out. The moment you cross 8,000, the tires, they stop taking the grip. I mean, they don't grip at all. So it's high time that I have to change my tires, but I just wanted to see how long I can drag it. And when the tires are new na, ये बोधन का गाड़ी है. How much did you clock? 2,000 na?
2,050, 70 something.
2,000, okay, 2,000 kilometers roughly. So this is how the tires would be. This is how they're supposed to be. Okay, and this is the stock exhaust. And stock exhaust mein you can see that they are protruding outside. Okay, they're protruding outside. Whereas when you look at my exhausts, they're very much, they're not going like this. They're like this, like properly straight aa raha hai. So this is something I really love. I mean, I was not happy with the stock design also. Not that I am saying that I hate the design, but this is something which I really love, and it could be subjective. So that was the reason why I got this. और क्या है? Is there any other questions you wanna put forward?
How do you feel about it? मतलब वो मजा है now.
Okay.
Even after 10,000.
So yeah, so Bodhan is asking me how do I feel about it, even after driving this for 10,000 kilometers. No bro, I'm not bored. I'll never be bored, I guess. Not because it's a 650cc or not because this is a Royal Enfield or I'm a fanboy of that. But as a vehicle's perspective, I love this, how this bike rides. Okay, because it's a parallel twin, it is still way better than the single cylinder engine ka setup. I can enjoy this bikes even at the high speeds and also like a regular bike. And the reason why I'm saying this is, when you're on a single cylinder, even though you have a high powered engine like KTM, or there's also a BSA Gold Star that is about to launched in India, which is 650cc single cylinder bike. What I really enjoy is the mid-range of this bike. Okay, the mid-range or even the low end torque that you get, and even the mid-range and even the high end. But I don't prefer doing the high ends on this bike because the tires are not supportive. I'd have to get them replaced. But low range and then the mid end is something I really love riding this bike, especially on the highways, because it feels like nothing and you're cruising around 80 to 100 ke beach mein. And if I want to overtake someone, it'll be done just like this. So I love doing that. And even if I have another bike, or even if I'm gonna buy another bike, I think I'm gonna keep this bike inside my garage. It's gonna be there for a very, very long time with me. So yeah, and also I got my headlight light changed. Let me show it to you. I don't know if it's gonna be visible in the daylight, but this is not the halogen. This is the LED light setup that I got it replaced. So coming to the cons. The first con for me is the tires itself, because this is a soft compound tire, and before COVID, we used to get Pirelli tires. But now, post-COVID, we start getting the Seat tires, and definitely this is not what I was expecting for the price that I paid. Okay, and if I were to go with another tire, maybe I would go with the Pirelli Scorpion 3 again. So this is one con. This is a main con that I'm not at all happy about. Okay, and second, because of this tire, I am facing wobbles when I'm going above 80, and that's really a no-brainer. But this is something that I really have to get it fixed. If I really have to drive or something, if I'm getting a call, or if I have to, adjust my helmet or something when I'm driving with one hand, it wobbles. So that is one con that I am facing when the tires are worn out. Since 8,000, after I crossed 8,000 kilometers, this is the issue that I'm facing. And second cons would be, over here, the fuel gauge. The fuel gauge meter is not at all, accurate in this. I just have to go with the estimations. It starts blinking, but I end up realizing that I already have 4 liters still in my tank. Coming to the third con, I think he should have given the tank with more capacity, at least 17 liters. This is 13.7, and I'll be done within no time. The moment I finish around 250 kilometers or 270 kilometers, I am done. So this is the third con. And for the price that I'm paying, maybe, just maybe, if he had given LED lights for, this bike, would have been better, because I was not happy with the stock halogen lamp. So that was the very reason why I had to switch to the LEDs. But that is something, I'm not happy. And the other con would be, maybe I'm just nitpicking over here, but we should have given, the backlit switches for this bike. And that's something I really wanted to see, maybe in this price segment, because this is one of a bike kind in this price segment of 3.7 lakhs on road in Hyderabad. So that's one. One more thing. If you observe this bar over here, it is not straight. Okay, this keeps getting, ये थोड़ा सा नीचे चले जाते रहता है. So I don't know if it is visible on the camera, but in real I can understand that this is actually not so straight. So maybe I just suspect, maybe I could be wrong, but the wobble could be happening only because of this as well, along with the tires. So this is something that I'm not happy about. And दूसरा जो है main point is the service centers here. Service center people are very pathetic when it comes to, cleaning the bike or understanding where the issue is. So that is one which I will be covering even more detailed about it in the next video. I'm just want to let you know the cons of this bike. So these are the stuff that I'm not very much happy about. But however, can I live with this? Sure, I can live with this, because tires, I can replace it anywhere, anytime. Wobble issue, I can fix it. Okay, maybe by replacing the tires, if I'm able to understand the wobble is gone, sure, I'm sorted. If not, maybe it's regarding the handle. So I can take care of that. And mirrors also इतना ठीक नहीं है, but I can live with this. And certainly, are these the main points? Would it be a deal breaker? Absolutely not, because overall charm about this bike is the frame of the bike, the way this bike handles, and also the engine. So this is something which I'm very happy about, and I can, vouch for the people who wants to take this bike. They will really enjoy every bit of it. This is my 10,000 kilometers experience, and for the people who wants to enjoy this bike in the city, maybe there are better bikes that you can enjoy. But for the highway, in this price segment of 3.5 lakh rupee and above, this would be the bike that you might want to consider. So these are the pros and cons, and this is my review about my bike of 10,000 kilometers. And in case if you have any sort of questions or doubts or anything, make sure to leave them in the comments. I generally try to respond all of them. And in case if you have any other doubts with related to engine or regarding the shock absorbers, you can just shoot those comments and I'll try to reply them. If you have come this far and if you're watching this, so make sure to leave a like, comment, and also make sure to subscribe, because there's tons of more content that is coming in, and definitely I hope you will be able to enjoy those. So that's it for this time, and I'll see you in the next one. See you. Bye bye. Okay. Hi folks, what's happening? Okay, inko kasar. And make sure to